In today's video, we have two absolutely monstrous muscle cars. So this single heads-up race is going to be nasty, it's going to be intense, and it's going to be over before you realize. Lucky for me, I don't get embarrassed by that. God bless America. What do we got? 1967 Dodge Coronet RT. And if you can believe it, this car is still with its original owner. Oh, and you're thinking it doesn't get any better? It does. This thing's got a HEMI. And no, this one's not some hydraulic lifter HEMI that would come out a couple years later and was for babies. This one is still a solid lifter, fire-breathing monster, and this car is so nasty, I'm gonna start calling it my stepsister. And speaking of, she's probably stuck in the washing machine right now. As a reminder, you guys, we're on that road to 100,000 subscribers, and we ain't quitting until we get there. If you subscribe, maybe I'll let you get stuck in my washing machine. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna let you get in my washing machine. That would be disgusting and possibly dangerous. Stock, the compression ratio would have been 10.25 to 1. But since this car is built to the absolute edge of pure stock racing, it features a compression ratio of 11.75 to 1. Stock horsepower would have been 425, stock torque 490. Obviously this car is making a lot more, and those original engines were underrated anyway. Inside you'll find a torque flight, 3-speed automatic transmission, and then, interestingly, a highway-friendly 323 gears would have been standard in these automatic-equipped HEMIs. But this car isn't built to gently cruise down the highway while listening to Sonny and Cher. This one is built to impress all dem sausages that are sitting in those stands, and the one woman that watches these videos. 430 gears. Considering this thing's a HEMI, the curb weight isn't terrible. Without the driver then, 3,726 pounds. Base price of the Coronet RT that year was $3,199. If you wanted the sure grip rear, that was $42, and the HEMI option, $457. Gives you a grand total of $3,698, and adjusting for inflation, that'd be around $35,328 today, which isn't that bad. Popular Hot Rodding magazine tested one of these cars with a 3-speed automatic and 354 rear gears, and it ran 1460 at 98 miles per hour. Keep in mind, these solid lifter HEMIs, if they're not tuned up correctly, they're absolute dogs. But if they are tuned correctly, and like this one, they're built to the top end of factory stock racing, oh, it's gonna be a lot quicker than that. Let's check out the opponent. 1968 Chevrolet Corvette. And unlike the Dodge, this car is built to fast drag racing standards, which is factory appearing stock tire. Essentially, you're allowed to do anything you want as long as externally everything looks stock. Internally, oh, you can mess up dem guts. Just like I did to your mom. But what is the owner starting with? Well, this is an L71 427 cube V8. And if you look on top, you'll see the 3x2 sticker, which is describing the carburation. And because I'm so smart, that tells us that there's 12 barrels of carburation here. Damn! And that L71 featured a solid lifter cam, and between this and the L88, well, those are the only engines that still featured solid lifters in the Corvette in 1968. Compression ratio is 11 to 1, and from the factory, it was rated 435 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. But again, internally, I'm guessing that everything in this car has been changed. So if the owner's watching and wants to leave a comment about some more specifics, I'm sure we'd all love to see it. Otherwise, we're just going to be arguing about it ourselves. In a very cordial way, I'm sure. Inside, you'll find a 3-speed automatic. That's a Turbo 400. And again, probably modified. And out back, 355 gears would have been standard in these cars. Again, probably modified. And curb weight actually isn't that bad for these Corvettes, 3,439 pounds. However, I can't quite tell from this footage, but if I recall, this car does have aluminum heads, which was an option from the factory that year, so we could shave off about 100 pounds. And what exactly would a car like this have cost in 1968? Well, the base coupe was $4,663. Automatic transmission, that was $226. And the L71 427 was $437. That gives you an absolute cheapest total of $5,326, but keep in mind, if you bought it with the L89 aluminum heads, well, that would be another $805 just for that option. And that would bring the total to $6,131, and adjusting for inflation today, that would be about $56,215. That makes this one of the most expensive cars ever featured on the channel. Car Life tested one of these Corvettes, but it had a 4-speed and 355 gears, and it still ran the quarter mile in 1341 at 109 miles per hour. But this Corvette, man, it made make that original test car look like it didn't even leave the tree. Let's check it out.
Just off US 141 on Wall Street, like all leases, post taxes, and restrictions. See Midway for details. Find your roads at Midway.
And the HEMI ran great, 1097 at 125 miles per hour. But that Corvette was like lightning, running 958 at 141 miles per hour. A huge thanks to the owners for bringing out these cars. They're absolutely awesome. And as a reminder, you guys, we're on that road to 100,000 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, give me a like. I'll see you at the next one.